United Nations, where its UN envoy voted twice alongside Russia. First, the two countries opposed a European-drafted resolution condemning Moscow's actions and supporting Ukraine's territorial integrity. Then, they backed a U.S. resolution calling for an end to the conflict but containing no criticism of Russia. It comes as the French president, Emmanuel Macron, says a truce between Ukraine and Russia could be agreed in the coming weeks following talks with President Trump in the White House, amid straining U.S.-Europe relations. He is the first European leader to visit since Trump's inauguration, ahead of the arrival of the UK Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, on Thursday. Meanwhile, in France, two people have been arrested in relation to an arson attack on the Russian consulate in Marseille on Monday. Prosecutors called the pair major individuals in Ukraine. Air raid alerts have been sounded again today. Overnight, Poland deployed aircraft to secure its airspace after Russia launched strikes targeting western Ukraine. In northern Ukraine, new troops are still being trained, even as the war enters its fourth year. The cost has been huge, but this country appears to be holding on. It's done so through the effort of men like Ivan, who says Ukraine is making more of its own weapons and will continue to do so.
It's good to get help from abroad. Help won't last forever. It's here today, it might be gone tomorrow.
That point has been brought home by the dramatic change in U.S. policy. Once Ukraine's greatest ally, Donald Trump has started repeating Moscow lies about Kiev starting the war. Yesterday's visit of French President Emmanuel Macron to the White House had extra significance.
The relationship's been very special with France and very special with this gentleman on my right.
They've always got on well, but there were points of disagreement, said Trump.
Europe is loaning the money to Ukraine. They get their money back.
No, in fact, to be frank, we paid. We paid 60% of the total efforts, and it was through, like the US, loans, guarantee, grants, and we provided real money, to be clear.
That was not the only crack in the transatlantic alliance.
We need to reconfirm that the aggression should be condemned and discredited, not rewarded.
In an extraordinary development at the UN, European countries and the U.S. found themselves backing different resolutions on Ukraine, with America on the same side as Russia, Belarus, and North Korea. Meanwhile, in Kiev, Ukraine's remaining allies took part in events to commemorate 3 years of war and talks aimed at ensuring the sacrifices they've made will not have been in vain.